All right. Happy Labor Day, one. Welcome all to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I am John. I'm here with Superstar Brian. How you doing today?
Doing great. Good morning, everyone.
Look at him. Make sure you all hit like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. It helps my low self-esteem. All right, let's get into everything that is baseball. Let's talk Red Sox. We
Oh,
cut Wade. We cut Wade Bueller. We re-signed Adolis Chapman. Everything's looking good, right, Brian?
uh, it's Walker Bueller.
Okay.
This
Who
is,
needs a
I mean,
first name?
I know you kicked him to the curb, but at least get the name
Yeah, I
right.
don't even know him. I don't even know him, okay? Send the final check. He's
Oh,
Philly's problem right now, right?
oh. Hey, so question. Last week we were singing the praises of Aroldis Chapman,
Yeah,
and then you read that they signed him to an extension for 2 years, or 1 year
yes,
with an option.
correct.
I don't know if that was the right thing to do.
Wow. Now
And
he's having
and
a smoking
he
year.
he's kicking butt this year. It's awesome. But he's old and he's a closer, and those guys are so year to year. It's like a
Not going to argue.
crapshoot once they hit 34 years old on these closers. I mean, how many teams has Craig Kimbrell been on in the last 5 years? Like nine?
30. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when closers get old, it's just like a crapshoot. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's been so excellent this year that, yeah, I guess you could take a chance on him for one more year. But I wouldn't expect next year to be as successful as this year has been.
Yeah, but even if he's middle of the road, that's about average for, a back in the end arm, right? I mean, the Dodgers got like three guys who are making that kind of scratch, right? I mean, that's just normal money. I mean, even if his ERA is double, it's 2.0. I mean, 13 million's about normal, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we caught lightning in a bottle. We got rid of Jansen. He actually is having an amazing year with the Angels. You're right. Those things come, those things go. We just don't know what we're going to deal with. But how do you like the Red Sox coming into the final month of the regular season for 2025?
Oh,
Here we go.
man, here you go. Yep. Like I tell you every week, it's with the Red Sox, it's always based on the next series. And they were on this incredible hot streak. They win 7 out of 8 on the road. They come home and they lose 2 out of 3 to the crappiest team ever, except for the Rockies. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. And all of a sudden, they're looking up at the Yankees again.
Yeah, well, our dream is to be able to play the Yankees again because they seem like they're easy pickings for us, huh?
Well, luckily, I think they play them 3 more times.
I think they do. Yeah,
They have a
exactly.
three-game series coming up. But now they got the Guardians coming in. Guardians are a sub 500 team, but it's a not very good team that's been playing better lately.
Yeah.
So it'll be tough. They got Bayo and Crochet going for the first 2 games. Here's the thing: if you're a legit contender, how come you don't have your starting pitcher 3 days out yet? I
I
looked
think
at the
that's
ro-
why
I
the
looked Yeah, I
go
looked
ahead.
at the upcoming rotation. You got Bayo, you got Crochet, and then you got to be determined. How do you not know?
Well, I do think they're contemplating what they're going to do with Toll. Right? Toll went toe to toe with Skeens. Okay, I mean, we can be dismissive, but I think someone in the organization is saying, can he go back to back games at the major league level? I think that is definitely being put into the equation. I mean, I sent you some of the videos about the kid coming into the clubhouse in AAA and them telling him, hey, you're going to the majors tomorrow to play to start against Paul Skeens, and then him walking into Fenway and like, wow, is the moment so overwhelming, and he pitched great, right? I mean,
Yep.
I think that is the kind of thing they're trying to contemplate is what are we doing for rest, and can these minor leaguers step up in the moment? Every game
So,
matters now.
oh, well, yeah, every game actually matters all the way back in April.
I know, but the sense of urgency is maybe a little
Yes.
heightened in this final
The
month, right?
so yeah, and you mentioned Wade Bueller getting cut, and
Yeah,
here's my question.
keep
He
on
is not
walking.
he's not been great, and
No,
it was a good chance to take.
it was.
Signing this guy to a 1 year deal.
It
Uh,
was.
it didn't work out, but here's what I will say: is cutting him at this point worse than trading for a guy who's just as bad?
Well, I think sometimes guys just won't fit in your organization. I mean, look, they've run him out there for 4+ months. Okay, it just didn't work. Okay, and at this point, are you going to endure the wrath from the fan base of Christ's sake, we got to run this guy out again, or just try some fresh meat? I mean, I hate to be so brutal, but there's the social media aspect of everything that goes on, right? They don't want to take the heat. They don't.
Okay, so they traded him for another guy from the Dodgers who's just as
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, they believe me, if he's a pitcher coming from the Dodgers, he sucks. Okay, that's just what it is. I mean, the Dodgers aren't exactly, growing some really great pitchers out there. After Clayton Kershaw, the pipeline kind of ended. It's let's sign every free agent whose last name ends in Japanese and let's go. Okay, that's what it is. Hey, sorry, man. All right, let's talk about what went down in Houston yesterday. And in the year 2025, do we really got to have chain link fence in a major league outfield? Taylor Ward crashed into it, and literally, he looked like he came out of an MMA fight with Conor McGregor. He was smashed up. His face was. He was rolling over. Let me tell you, in Major League Baseball, if they have to bring a card out for you, there's a problem. There's a serious goddamn problem. And I told you the story of the Angel outfielder. I forgot him. They probably already cut him. I forgot who it was. He got banged up a couple weeks ago, and they brought their cute little cart out, and they actually couldn't put him on the cart because they had so much other and BS on there. Oh, we got a stretcher. We got this. We got that, and they couldn't actually get on there. They actually cleared a cart out for this guy, and boom. What do you think about that BS chain link out there in left field in Houston?
they have that in front of the scoreboard, right?
Right.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes,
I don't-
correct.
maybe their lighting system is very valuable and fragile.
Oh God, yes. Oh, that must be it. This just in for the Houston Astros, they have a thing called plexiglass. Okay, it's a thing that looks like glass that you can see through. Just trying to say. All right. I want to talk about also Aaron Judge hit a home run in the loss yesterday to the Chicago White Sox. He tied Yogi Berra for fifth on the Yankees list at 358. My question to you is Aaron Judge is 33. He's hit 239 home runs in his last 5 years in the major leagues. Can he get to 600? Right now he's at
Ooh.
358. Yeah, I know he's 240 away basically.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say 500.
I think that's a given.
500 he'll probably get. 600
Sure.
is going to be tough because uh, as he gets older, he's going to get hurt a little bit more often. He's going to spend a little more time on the IL, and there is that rest factor that seems to be
Mhm.
so important nowadays that didn't exist back when we were younger.
Yeah.
Uh, so that time off thing.
Rest back when we were younger, Brian, was called rehab. Continue.
Yeah.
And I mean rehab. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. All right.
But in the Yankees, he won't get. I have a feeling he won't be available to DH as often as you might think. Well, he could just DH, and the way they're doing with Angels are doing with Mike Trout and stuff like that. because they have guys like Stanton and other guys on the books that are so terrible in the outfield that they have to
Right.
DH. So it's almost like he has to spend more time in the outfield rather than take those DH days. 600 will be tough. If he can play, 130 games a year for the next 4 years, yeah, I think he'll have a good head start towards it, and it'll probably be pretty close.
I think you're absolutely right. What worries me, and he is getting to that age right where Mike Trout started to break down. And, you don't know what you don't know. But for outfielders, they moved him out of center field, which I think was really smart. I think that's where the Angels made their flaw in being loyal to Mike Trout, and they didn't move him to right field sooner, and they kept making him play such a physically demanding position like center field, and he played it really, really well. I mean, he was all-star caliber defensively. Aaron Judge, even though he doesn't really know what the base to throw to, he still loves playing in the outfield. I think you're right. When are they going to make the decision to get him to first base or, to the DH? I don't know. But I think he's going to get the 600. Do you know how many guys have hit 600 plus home runs in baseball history?
Uh, isn't it only about 6 or 7?
That's what I thought. There's actually nine. I was stunned. And we can go through the list real quick. You got Bonds at the top. You got Aaron. You got Ruth. The next guy totally surprised me. Totally surprised me. You want to take a guess?
So
Almost as,
number 4,
yeah, number four, 4 home runs away from 700.
A-Rod.
He is at 692. He is 8 away. Albert
Yeah.
Pujols. I didn't realize he was that close to 700, and then he gave up the dream, right? Then, well, I mean, I really, at what point, and I look back on it, and he was broken down. He was almost broken down from the first year he signed with the Angels. But to think about the massive ego to join the 700 club, where there's only 3 rarefied airs there, I mean, it's not going to matter in his Hall of Fame case. He's going to be a first ballot, blah, blah, blah. But
Right.
like, wow, how do you not try and get 4 more home runs, even with Tampa Bay or Kansas City or whatever, just to kind of get over the schneid? And the same for A-Rod. He was only 8 away. But I think A-Rod got beaten down so badly in New York. The public relations was so terrible for him. He just had to get away from it. And, he's lucky. He made it work with J-Lo happily ever after.
The
Yeah,
the the thing with Alex, that and uh, I mean, I hated him as when he was a player.
I
I
still
actually
hate him.
like I actually like
Oh,
him as a broadcaster. I think
oh,
he has some
God.
good takes and some good knowledge of the game, and I like the way he. That's the whole thing. When his career ended with the Yankees, don't forget he didn't finish out a season. He got
Right,
cut. He got cut from the team with like 2 months to go. I am
right.
so surprised. I figured for sure someone would pick him up as a
Sure.
DH for the end of the season just to get him to 700, and they could
Hmm.
celebrate that at their stadium. I mean,
Let
it
me
would it
ask
would
you,
be a fan draw.
in our life, has there been a more polarizing player than Barry Bonds or A-Rod that you can even think of, that teams, even though they might have a certain markability, teams said, no way, that dude is radioactive. Can you think of anybody other than those two who at the end baseball wouldn't even give a shot at?
Uh, yeah, there's one, and I'm drawing a blank on him, but
Okay.
those two are probably the biggest ones. I mean, the fact that Barry Bonds didn't retire from the Giants, his contract ended, and then just
Right.
nobody gave him an offer.
Right.
No one, not even the
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah, man. They were like, "Oh, it's like the ex-wife." It's like, you know what? There's the door and have a happy life. Enjoy yourself, right? I don't need to see that dude. And there's an excellent podcast out there, not as good as ours, But there's another good one out there, Press Box Chronicles, where one of the big writers, Jeff, it's not Passon, but somebody writing for Sports Illustrated talked about just what a jerk Barry Bonds was literally for 20 years. I mean, man, he made your life hard just to make your life hard. And eventually, like they say in the South, the chickens are coming home to roost. Okay. And I think when he got on the other side of it, when he wasn't that, and honestly, Barry probably could have hit another 100 home runs if somebody would have gave him 3 years in a bandbox park, Philadelphia, Baltimore, something like that. But man, there was a unified front. F you, and then when we get done with that, F you again, right?
Yep. I mean, could you imagine if A-Rod or even it would have been tougher because they didn't have the universal DH then, but A-Rod or Pujols or Barry went for one more last season in Colorado.
Sure. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Absolutely.
that would
Right.
have been nice. It would have been
Yeah.
fun.
Let's get 50 launch into the ecosphere. All right, and talking about the San Francisco Giants, Justin Verlander literally has pitched like 55 starts this year. He finally got his third win. Kudos to him. 265. He's got his 3,000th K. Is this the end of the line for Justin Verlander?
It should be, but you know what? I think he probably deep down still thinks I got it. The fact that I'm still in the rotation and they're sending me out every 5 days means I'm doing a good enough job. He's not getting the
Yeah,
Walker Bueller treatment, right?
right.
He's
Or
just he's
Wade
just
Bueller.
coming or Wade. He's just getting the short end of the stick on the decisions, which is making everything look skewed. I don't know all the deep down pitching
Yes,
metrics and analytic
right,
numbers, but the Giants are still running him out there every fifth day.
right.
Here's the thing I'll say about Verlander. Uh, the fact that he's going out there every fifth day, he's been healthy. That's key. The
Sure.
guy, the thing about yesterday, I just saw the little clip and he said he had a season high 10 strikeouts and a season high in pitches, 121,
Yeah.
but he only threw 5 innings. I mean,
Heavy
5 innings,
workload there, my friend.
but I mean, hey, but the fact that he was able to still throw 121 pitches, I mean, that's vintage Verlander, right?
Sure.
Strong enough to go that far. It's just that that 121 used to be 9 innings instead of five. I
Absolutely.
think I think he will probably. Did he just sign a 1 year deal with the Giants?
He did. It was just a 1 year
Okay,
deal.
so if he heads out into free agency again, I think someone will give him a chance, not to be their number one, not to be their number two, but maybe he's your
Right.
number four or five, and
Hmm.
he's just going to fill out your rotation, and then he's one of those veteran clubhouse guys that can use his knowledge to help your younger pitchers,
Hmm.
talk about the game with them, teach them. I could definitely see him getting one more year somewhere. I mean, maybe he goes and he's the back end guy for Detroit to finish out his career.
Mm. Mm.
And he's joined up with AJ Hinch again, right?
Sure.
And he doesn't have to be the guy because they got Scooble.
Right.
And you know what? So
I think. Go ahead.
maybe he gets one more shot. But I mean, I don't think his dream of getting to 300 wins, I think it's toast. There's no way
Yeah,
he's
it's
getting
gone.
there.
No, I got a better chance of getting 300 wins than he does. Okay, and I'm only 300 away. I do think that the team that is going to sign him, I think absolutely is going to sign him, is the Los Angeles Dodgers. It is a
Well,
perfect situation. I go ahead, roll your eyes. They're going to sign him for $3 million. He's going to have a chance to be on a World Series contender, serious, and he can be the fourth, fifth, or sixth guy in the rotation. They got a six-man rotation with Otani. You know they're going to treat him gingerly. That is where he is going to end up. We shall see. Like every one of my other predictions, it will probably end up. But let's see how that all plays out. All right. 1 month left to go. What are you looking at in the baseball ecosystem? We're at Labor Day, buddy.
Oh, 1 month to go. I'm hoping the Red Sox will get it together and get over the Yankees and solidify themselves into that top wild card spot. That's what I'm hoping for. Uh, and hold off the surging Kansas City Royals because don't fall asleep on them. They're coming on strong. Bobby Witt Jr., by the way, just became the first player ever to start his career with four 20 home run seasons with four 30 stolen base seasons.
Wow.
That's the
Wow.
guy I said I'd start my franchise with, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I want to say that Julio Rodriguez is very close company there. And I think Bobby Witt's in a totally different stratosphere than Julio Rodriguez, but we do live in a world where there's lies, damn lies, and statistics. Not every statistic is true. Bobby Witt is amazing. Julio Rodriguez tantalizes people, but he doesn't actually get there. The Red Sox have a 94% chance of making the playoffs. The Yankees, 98. Obviously, Toronto, 99. Kansas City is listed at 10%. And the Mariners are at 87. Kansas City is 6 games behind the Red Sox in the race for that or a wild card shot. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to say it down. I'm going to double down. Watch out for Texas. I know. They got a 14% chance, but watch out for Texas. Brian made the astute point. They lost Evaldi. They lost Simeon. For some reason, Bochy seems to have them on the right path. All right. That's all I got to say. Any final thoughts before we get out of here, Brian?
Yeah, one thing that was a little disheartening looking at the standings this morning before we got on the thing, uh, and I guess it's just the nature of baseball, but there's only one team currently, Milwaukee Brewers, that is winning 60% of their games.
Right.
I mean, to be able to win 6 out of 10 doesn't seem like a great ask,
Mm-mm.
but there's only one team that's able to actually do that.
Yeah. Right. The season is an endurance race. It
It
is.
is it
It's
is a
it's
grind,
tough.
and you go into it just knowing you're going to lose a lot,
Right. I
even
mean,
if you're
think
a
about
good team.
this. The Dodgers. People were talking about them breaking the Seattle Mariners all-time win mark for a regular season, and right now they have the third best record in the National League.
Yeah, I
They're
wasn't
only
one of
two
those
games
people,
up on
but
the
you were.
Padres. I was straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. I said they are a threat to win 110 plus. Absolutely wrong. I mean, I got smoked on that. Yeah. Don't worry, though. Next year, we're going to get Justin Verlander. Like I'm a Dodger fan now. Christ's sake. I think you know what? We need to end this podcast so I can go end my life. God bless,
Right.
right? All right. That's it. If you could, please hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot. Leave some comments. I'll respond to them personally. And we'll see you soon on Off the Rails Sports Podcast.